Subscribe, hit that bell icon, and share this clip if you enjoy it. This is TRS Clips. What is your prediction for the next year from a geopolitical perspective? What's going to happen, according to you?
Uh, Apart from this, what we have just witnessed, I don't see any major geopolitical action happening in the next 1 year. I think this decade is going to be very interesting. Lots of things may change, even borders may change in this decade. This year, I think the big action has happened. Maybe there'll be some more military action happening in Ukraine. Maybe the two republics have already been kind of integrated in some way under Russia, but the Russians may expand further westwards into the other parts of Donbass that are still held by the Ukrainians. So that could happen. So you could see the territory that's held by the Ukrainians may be reduced by half. That is a possibility. So that could happen. And you could see the further strengthening of the Russia-China relationship, the Dragon Bear relationship. You will see a lot of pushback coming against India from the West because India has remained neutral in this thing. So they'll be very unhappy about this. You could also see a strengthening of the Quad alignment in case China makes some moves now, because the Chinese are desperate to take back Taiwan. I am not saying it will happen this year. Maybe it could if they feel the time is right. But if the Chinese take over Taiwan, it's going to be game on in the Indian Ocean because their pressure point will be relieved over there. Then they'll be able to send their ships into the Indian Ocean and start squeezing India. And India has already thought of this because India is developing some very, very frightful weapon systems to deal with exactly such an eventuality. So we are not just developing it; we are already testing these weapons. These are missile-developed torpedoes that can take out ships from more than 1,000 kilometers away. Ships and submarines also. So that's the kind of weaponry that India is developing because our navy is not that extensive right now. But if a foreign navy comes into our strategic backyard, we can take them out with pinpoint accuracy with these new weapon systems. So that's what India is doing. So this year, I don't see a lot of very substantial geopolitical developments happening, but it's going to be substantial this decade for sure. So I can't make any concrete predictions because I can't think of anything that could certainly for sure happen. But we are going into bipolarity. We are already in the middle we are already in the start of Cold War 2.0. We are in Cold War 2.0, and the world is going to become further bipolarized. So we're going to have one pole and another pole. The Chinese and the Russians with everybody who wants to be with them against the old order. So India is kind of in the old order right now, because right now it serves our interests the best to side with the US and the old order. So that's where we are right now.
What will be the outcome of the West basically being pissed off with India because of this whole situation and India's neutral stance?
They will try and impose some costs on India. Maybe they will use Pakistan as a stick to beat India with. Some things could happen. Right now, there's not much they can do also because they need India in the Indo-Pacific. India controls the entire Indian Ocean region. India dominates the Indian Ocean region. India, if a conflict happens in the future, India will have to be used as a staging base for any conflict with China because of the geographical region. India is a very massive, it's the only possible counterweight to China in Asia. So there's not much they can do against India also, but they are right now going after Dr. S. Jaishankar on social media and all that. So that sort of thing is happening and all that. But in the long run, India will be a massive player in the Quad and in any Indo-Pacific alliance against China. So I don't think a lot can be done against India by the West, but they are quite pissed off for sure because we have stayed neutral and they deserve it. They did not deserve our support.